Man, RP that boy Charlie, man. RP that boy Charlie. But all right. So if you're now, let's go ahead and get into this monologue and let's get right into it because it does seem like once again the main topic was affordability. How Trump's handling affordability and how Democrats have failed affordability for the past 4 years. And it is kind of funny how Mark Levin had to be the one of all people. Mark Levin had to be the one to remind us that, yo, Republicans, you're dominating in affordability. When you compare blue states to red states, you guys handle affordability a lot better than the blue states do. Guys are like, when it comes to grocery prices, there's like a 20 to 30% difference in what the red states pay, and it's cheaper. They pay 20 to 30% cheaper grocery prices and cheaper transportation prices than blue states. The fact that they didn't want to drive that home is astounding, but hey, it is what it is on that note. But it does go to show that we actually have a pretty good argument when it comes to affordability, and the Democrats don't. Because when you line it up, yeah, you start seeing the numbers. You line up Ohio compared to a lot of these blue states, you start seeing why these guys are complaining so much. And they're saying that, oh, nothing is going nowhere. Prices aren't down anywhere. When you're right, prices aren't down everywhere, but there are sections where prices are going down in. You can't sit there and say that Trump is not doing anything when it comes to affordability. But hey, if you're living in the right state or the wrong state, really, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see the improvements because, well, your state love high taxes and a whole lot more. Like with Virginia. Now, for some reason, these guys built all these data centers without letting these data centers build their own supply or build their own supply of energy or find a way to get their own supply of energy that doesn't drag on to the local energy and increase rates for their local people. Like, why didn't y'all do that? Why didn't y'all take care of that? And it's crazy how the people of Virginia are expecting a turnaround when it comes to affordability when Democrats suck at affordability. For some reason, they believe of tackling affordability means socialism. I don't know where they get to that, but that's where they're getting to with it. Apparently, to tackle affordability, that's their fault. They go with socialism, tax the rich, take more from the rich, and hope that it solves everything. When they forget that the rich can leave their state and go to a state where they don't even got to worry about taxes for real. So they're acting like they're the only game in town, and how idiotic is that? Like, let's be real. Anybody who act like they're the like their shit don't stink, like they're the best thing in the city, they're the best thing in the town, often loses out. I mean, that's that blockbuster logic. When they didn't want to change their business plan to tackle Netflix, what happened to Blockbuster? They went out of business. So if California and New York don't want to change the way they go about taxes, go about the way they tackle affordability, well, there's going to be a new top dog in town. And it ain't going to be California. And trust me, I mean, the Republicans will be here in jubilation when it happens, sadly, but it is what it is. Now, when it comes down to Venezuela, now, as we've been seeing and look through the information, the army, yes, Venezuela's army is still with Maduro. So trying to do a bloodless regime change, damn near impossible. Like at a 5%, 95% is going to be blood spilled, 5% would be bloodless. So let's just not even play ourselves, and we are going to have to work with Maduro and whatever the hell he wants. So we can't be like Ben Shapiro and say, screw that guy. It doesn't matter what he thinks. It doesn't matter what he's offering. Well, yes, it does, because his army's willing to back his ass up. So, yeah, we can say that when your army's not willing to back you up. But when you got your army willing to ride tanks and carry bazookas for you, we got a problem. We just can't sit there and say, who cares about what they think? No, when you got an army backing you up, we kind of got to care about it, especially you got some nukes behind you. And thank God he don't got that. So that's where we are with Venezuela. And I think we should stay away from putting boots on Venezuela. Sure, I think we should stay away from airstriking them as well, because you never know what that might unleash. Because they do have, or Maduro does have the support of the military. If he didn't, then this would have been a bloodless bloodless regime change a long time ago. Long time ago. Like maybe like 3 months ago. So that's where we are with that. But guys, if you have any question, comments, jokes, or disagreements, just super chat it in. I'll tackle it after the monologue. But yeah, to tap back in on Venezuela, we don't need no more regime change wars. We don't need to be extending our forces like that. And as Marjorie Taylor Greene says, like Trump, you need to go ahead and land the plane, land the Air Force One jet, in America, park it there, take the key away, man, and give it to a trusted advisor and just say, bro, I don't know, take off with it because I don't need to go nowhere until we handle everything that is affordability. Even though y'all kicking ass in affordability, y'all need to find a way to make it reach out to the blue states as well. That also got to be a plan because let's be honest, you are president of the United States, not just for those who vote for you, but for everybody. So you do got to figure out something. They do got to figure out that. Now, we do understand that the blue states have their self-destructive ways, but you got to get around that as well, or at least expose the self-destructive ways that the blue states take on affordability. If not, they're always going to run with it as if everybody's getting hit with this affordability crisis when it's mainly them. When there's huge price discrepancies or there's huge payment discrepancies of what you pay for groceries, transportation, entertainment for when you go from a place like California to Ohio. I mean, bro, when you go from New Jersey to Tennessee, there's huge payment discrepancies. You're always paying less in red states, and that got to be televised. That got to be sensationalized. But if not, they're gonna win. They're gonna win the argument because we refuse to take a really good stance on it. And Mark Levin, shout out to him, even though I hate his policy, I hate his geopolitical policies. He made a really good point with this. And it goes to show that you can disagree with somebody and damn near dislike them, but you can still find some agreement with them. I mean, one of the reasons why I don't think we should just be so quick to throw away Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and those guys. I don't think we should be so quick to throw them away, seeing that we can sit there and agree with Mark Levin, but then also disagree with him egregiously on other things. But hey, that's just the way it is so far in the American or in our American political sphere. Hopefully it gets better. I see it getting better over time. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out on this one, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. This is Set with Set Media. We'll go ahead and leave you guys with some funny clips. Let's get right back to our guy, Ari Spears.
African people don't like black people. Y'all know they treat us like shit. They talk down to us. They think they better than us. And I don't understand because we from the same tribe, kind of. But they like white people, though. They treat y'all like family. As soon as y'all come around, they get excited. Excuse me, Mr. White Man. Thank you for bringing us here. We love you. Yeah, the white man. As soon as they see us, they get an attitude. Hey, how you doing? This nigga. We don't like the black man in America. Motherfucker, you don't work, you don't do shit.